Hey guys, thank you guys for watching, and in this video I'm gonna talk about some of the plants that I have in my collection that are not common. These plants are a little bit more on the rare category, I'm gonna say. I have two plants actually, and when you start buying plants left and right, you start to notice that all the plants that you see out there you already have. So some of the plants that I have right here that I'm going to show you guys are plants that you don't normally find when you go to your local nurseries or what you find in your local Walmart or Lowe's or Home Depot. These are plants that are kind of weird to find, and if you find them, pick them up because they're not that easy to find. So let's go ahead and start. And before I start, I always need to introduce you guys. If you guys haven't watched my videos, Tilingo, this is a rescue kitten. He was gonna get eaten by some dogs, and one of my coworkers called me and said if I wanted him because her sister found it, and so I said yes. And long story short, Tilingo, the fat kitten, is right here. So let's get started though with the plant collection, and yeah, let's go ahead and start. Okay, so in my collection, the first plant that I'm gonna show you from the two is a Alocasia. This is a Frydek Alocasia. I'll show you guys a close-up of it. So this plant, it's very so the right here. Okay, so the first plant that I'm gonna introduce you guys here is, and excuse me, I'm talking over my birds there. I have like a jungle literally outside my house. But so the first plant that I have is a Frydek Alocasia. This one is very reminiscent to the Amazonian plant, or the African mask, if you guys know it by that name. In the sense that the shape of the leaf, it's pointing down, and also pretty much the appearance of it, it has like the same dimensions and the same foliage. The difference with this one is the texture of the leaves. It's kind of like a velvet touch. This is the newest leaf that oh no, sorry, yeah, this one right here. You can see this is the newest leaf that it produced. When it produces a new leaf, the leaves come out a little bit more like a light bright green, and then as they get older and mature, they turn more of like a darker green. And they also produce this kind of like feathery, leathery texture on the leaf that makes it look kind of like velvet. And I love plants that have this little extra bonus to them, that they have like this little like leathery look to them. This plant, I bought it on a Etsy shop, and I picked it up for $25. So it's kind of expensive, but ever since I received it, actually it has grown a new leaf. This one is like I said, it's a new leaf, and then it also produced a little baby leaf right here, which is very cool. So when I picked it up, it only had 4 leaves, and now 3 leaves, and now it has 6 of them. So this is a new leaf. This little one here is new, and then this one right here is also new. I haven't repotted it. It's still on the same pot. I haven't purchased a new pot or anything. I haven't done much research on this plant, but I know that it does prefer humidity, and plants like these, alocasias, these plants prefer a lot of humidity, and they like to stay on a semi-dry soil. So try not to overwater the alocasias or the alocasias, like this plant in general, because they might wither on you. So try to keep the soil a little bit dry, and just keep your humidity high, because they love humidity and hot air. So this is the Frydek plant. Like I said, I haven't changed it from the pot. It's still in the same pot, and there you go, that's one. And then so the last plant that I have here is it's another Alocasia or Alocasia. It's the black velvet. So I purchased this plant also on Etsy, where I got the Frydek. I got them together as a bundle. This one was $40. It's a little bit more expensive, guys. It's very expensive, but it's well worth it. So when I purchased this plant, it had 3 leaves, and so this leaf came in a little bit damaged, as you can see. It got damaged, but it's actually sprouting a new leaf, a new growth. So I'm very excited. I've never had this plant. So it's a black velvet. As you guys can see, it's nursing pot. I got this plant like about 2 weeks ago, actually, for Mother's Day, and I haven't watered it, and I haven't done anything to it. Like I mentioned before, these plants prefer to be more on the dry side, and just they get the water from the moisture on the air, the humidity that you provide for them, because they love humidity. If you guys don't give these plants humidity, they might just die on you. And also try to keep the soil, like I said, dry, and only water just maybe once or twice every 2 weeks, just to keep the plants from dying. Same thing with this plant. When it produces a new plant, it looks like this, like bright green, and then when it matures, it also turns into like a darker green. For this plant, Black Velvet, as you can see, it's much darker than the previous one. The pattern of the leaves a little bit more smaller and more compact. It does have more texture. When you touch it, you can feel more bumps, kind of like a rattlesnake or like a lizard. Oh my god, the linguists are just making a mess right now. The only thing with this plant, like I said, it's that the leaves are way smaller than the Frydek, and this plant came in a little bit damaged, so that's the only thing. I'm gonna put the description on the description box, the Etsy shop where I got this plant. If you guys are like on the lookout for rare plants, you guys can use that Etsy shop. I had great results, great review from that shop. I think the packaging was really good. The plants came in pretty nicely, except for this one that was a little bit damaged, but I mean, it's okay. It's growing a new one. My Frydek is also, it sprouted 3 new leaves, so they have really good root system, and I'm gonna do a video repotting these plants, so take a look for that. But what is it gonna say? Let me show you guys the consistency. Under this leaf, you can see it's a little more like a purpley violet color, and then the front of it is just a plant. It's a very cute plant. Also, the stem kind of like see-through, you can see through it, kind of like a straw. This plant is, it's one of my favorite, if not my favorite plant of all the ones I have for now, and so I really like it. I'm really excited to see this new plant grow and get, you know, nice and fluffy and all. So there you go. This is my second rare plant. I don't have any other rare plants at the moment, but I am trying to find any other rare plants that I can add to my collection and see what happens from that. So thank you guys for watching, and if you guys have any questions or anything, just leave a comment down below. And thank you guys for watching, and I'll see you guys on the next one. Me and Tilingo.